Bam, you sneak it on him. So in this instance, the kid that hit it, they pulled him out and they put a runner in.
Mm-hmm.
And he was tiny. And I saw him run out and I went, he had to have been a JV player that they brought up because he was fast.
You rolled dirty on a pinch runner.
On a pinch runner.
Oh, so you just ruined this kid's life.
In, yes, and he had to be a freshman. Oh,
you ruined his fucking life. And I'm like,
this kid's fast. Obviously, that's why they're bringing him in. And this is a huge moment, and like emotions are wild. So you want the emotions to be wild so they stop thinking. Then you call dirty in a way that I won't, disclose.
No, you're good. You're good.
And then your players know it's on. And basically all it is a fake pickoff move to second. Pitcher maintains the ball. Middle infielders dive like the ball was thrown away. Center fielder plays the main role in this. If the center fielder doesn't sell it, you're screwed.
Everybody's got to sell it, though. It's a team effort.
Center fielder, right fielder, middle infielders, and third baseman and pitcher are the primaries.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a pitcher freaking out like he threw the ball away, you're screwed. If you don't have a middle infielder or center fielder, right fielder chasing like they're going after a ball, you're screwed. If you don't have middle infielders acting like they're really trying to catch a ball that they can't catch, you're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have a third baseman that's losing his shit trying to get the ball to third to prevent that guy from second from going, and the pitcher doing the same job, which is all just in the runner's ear, you're screwed. So it has to be a lot of moving pieces. So anyways, you prep on second. I believe no outs. There must have been one. I don't know.
Let's go no outs for bigger effect.
And this pinch runner comes in, and I go, in my mind, wow, this would be the perfect time to do dirty. But I'm still like, I don't know, I'm still finding my confidence as a coach, so I was like...
This is your second game?
You know
which game is this as your head varsity baseball coach?
No, it's probably like 7th or 8th game.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch him come out, and I go, I should do it. And then I just don't do it. The next pitch, Anthony Duran, my dog, is on the mound. And kudos to him, because this isn't something I verbalized, but this is a smart move to do, is... runner on second with no outs. There must be no outs. And you're down. The smart thing to do would be to bunt. Because you bunt. Guy moves to third. Sure, there's one out, but now we got a runner on third. Any ball in play is going to score him. You're one run closer. So what do you do as a pitcher? You know that's probably what they're going to do.
Throw at his head.
Inside leg move. Fake like you're pitching home.
Yeah.
Inside leg move, see if it's a straight steal. Because if they're bunting and running, he's moving, or if he has a strong secondary because he's anticipating the bunt, you inside leg pick him because he has that secondary. He's antsy for that secondary.
Mm-hmm.
So Ant does that. And the runner didn't bite. He held his lead, and he went back. And I went, you know what? If that's not a sign from God, I don't know what is. And I looked at Ward, because Ward was filling in that game because my other coach was into Cal Fire. And I looked at Ward and I said, right now would be the perfect time for dirty, but I don't know if I should do it. And Ward goes, if you're thinking it, you should do it.
You went and talked to him?
No, he was standing right there in front of the dugout with me. Because we're on defense, so I'm outside.
Oh, that's right,
in front of the dugout. And so is he. And I went, you know what, you're right. So then I put the play on. Next play, it was run perfectly. It worked. And we got the guy out.
Did your pitcher tag the guy?
Yup.
Oh, my God.
And all I remember is watching your video and you going, oh my God, dirty's on. And then it goes and you're going, go, go, go. And then he goes and he gets him and you go, he actually did it. He actually did it, dude. Just glorious. It was so good.
I pitched it to Crystal, my editor, like I want baseball. I want JV, I want varsity, I want it all. I want post-game interviews. I want the Winners Express YouTube channel to be the channel for just all of winners. Like, be excited about high school sports. Get back at it. That's something to do.
Make stuff more fun.
Absolutely. It could be way more fun. Means ain't going to get the job done.
To answer your question.
Oh, dirty.
No, I never would have. It was never an intention of mine. And that's like this the weird like dynamic that I had to deal with and still do is like everybody's like, oh, you're the but like I don't know. It sucks the way it happened. I never wanted like one,
not your fault.
I've ever made that happen, but two, like once it did happen, it kind of soured it, and that's why I'm looking forward to this year.
Start fresh.
Because this year it's all new. It's all Calvie from the start. There's
Absolutely.
Jeff got him in position to get that far. Okay, great.
Whatever.
Like, I know people think that, and like
I saw those playoff
that.
games. That was a team playing for.
But they're also
for
right.
youth,
Like
so.
Jeff put in all the work for 3/4 of the year. So I'm not the one here trying to be like, oh, I fucking did this, I did that.
Let it be known.
I'm realistic about it.
Yeah.
He put in a ton of that work. What I'm looking forward to is next year when I put in all the work and we win sections, and I can whip my fucking nuts out in front of those people and go, what
people telling you to your face that like you had nothing to do with the team making the second championship?
No.
Because that'd be like
never. But
Jeff built it for like 30 years.
But there's people that say like there's definitely people that say that.
They're always gonna be talking because if opportunity was thrust upon them like that, how easy it would be like, nah, I don't want it. Like you stepped up, you took that opportunity. How many people can say they did that?
And that's always my thing is like, you want to try it?
I don't know if I'd have the temperament. I honestly, like the more we talk about it,
but anybody that might think that,
y'all do it.
Come out and try it. I'm about to have a kid. Go ahead. See what you got next year.
God, you're gonna get even more fiery. I love it.
They can fuck right off.
Fuck them.
That's what I'm saying.
How does the adrenaline rush as a coach compare to adrenaline rush as a player? Because you're sitting there at third, your player's going in. You won 2 playoff games, went into the section championship, had a chance, just didn't roll your way. You guys like still played a great game, great showing, but those 2 playoff wins, Jesus Christ! Like my nips were hard both games for 7 innings each.
It's different. I'm not a parent yet, but I liken it. I feel like this is how a parent feels. Is like it's different when you're in the moment. You got horse blinders on, and it's like it's the game. And that's the coach's job is to not have the blinders on, to like see it all, So like dirty, a player is so focused that that wasn't even on their radar. But as a coach, I'm able to sit I sit in front of. I never leave. I never go in the dugout. I stay outside. I go to third, and then when I come back, I stay in front of the dugout because for me, it's just I don't know. I have a better visual, and that as a coach is. The big difference is like you understand your dogs, like your soldiers, are so focused on what's in front of them, and you get to be the general sitting back, focused on the battle.
I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah, and that's the coolest thing. So then like,
can you sense it? Like their focus, like their engagement with the game, like they're nowhere else but the present.
And that's the hardest part is like specifically to what you do as a coach to be successful. A lot of coaches don't do this. For me, and this is something I learned from Jeff, and specifically John Saragosa always had his notebook. And 1 through 9 in that other lineup, he wrote down what they did in their first at bat. So the next time they come through, hey, number 1 hitter last time went to second base. Hooley or whoever's at shortstop, maybe, position a little bit
make
further
adjustments
towards second, and right fielder, he's not a power hitter, come in some because he's trending that direction, and then like you get your troops in order, and that's what's cooler about being a coach is as a player, you're focused. I'm playing second, I'm right here, anything coming to me, I'm stopping, I'm making the out, but you're not thinking. Well great players do.
Yeah.
But in winners, we don't have great players. We have very good players for sure. So that's where the difference comes in. And as a coach, being able to do that, and then when you see it succeed, which eventually leads to a win, it's like 5 levels deeper than being a player that played a big role in winning the game. Because as a good coach, you should be putting those players in a better position to make those plays that win the game. And that's what you pride yourself on. Because I'm not out there making any plays. I called dirty, sure, but I didn't do it. That's all the players.
Exactly.
I didn't make the last out, a diving fucking ground ball behind second base and throw the guy out at first. I didn't make the last out at second base, moving left, Derek catching the ball. I didn't do any of those things. But I had the opportunity to put those players in a better position to make those plays, and that's where, as a coach, it's like, shit, I saw this kid. I saw Derek show up at the beginning of this year and struggle to make plays on ground balls or move to his left, and we put in months of work into that. And then when it came down to it, I was lucky enough to have the data available to move him just a hair so that play gets made. And that's the get off.
Oh my God.
You see the player and you know where he came from, so you're happy for him. You're happy for the team. You're happy for the program.
You're going to have a full season of that next time, of just here's where you're at, and then by season's end, here's where you're going to be.
So it's just,
goodness.
Just different. It's you're not the one that has the blinders on, focused on making the plays, but you're setting those people up for success. And when they make that success, when you make a great play, Sandwich, you make it and you're happy. But when I see you make that play, I see everything going on, and that's even better than making the play.
Is it like an outer body experience almost, of just sitting back, seeing the entirety of the game? Because when I was playing, I was very much just focused on what I'm supposed to do. I didn't do any sort of scouting, research, even in football. I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I was like, oh, here's a play, this is what I'm supposed to do. I didn't see outside of beyond what I'm supposed to do as a player.
And that's
as
what
a
you
coach,
should do as a player.
As a
and
coach,
that's where the coach comes into play, is they have to be able to focus into opportunistic positions.
Yes.
Do
you have more respect for the opposing coach, kind of as someone that you're playing a game of chess? They do something that just tunes up your team. You're like, fuck, that was a good move. Well done. Tip your cap a little bit. Is there kind of a respect amongst coaches?
There is a ton of respect to start, but then it depends on the coach. Because there's coaches that really don't know baseball, so they do dumb shit or...
To respect your opposing coach is to respect the game, I feel like. Have respect for your opponent.
To start.
Yeah.
To start, 100%. But they start doing dumb stuff, and then it quickly becomes I never let it take me as a coach out of it. What I do is the players see it. Example, the Durham coach was a complete douchebag, and he would talk to our players. And to me, it's
young guy?
No, not even. And to me, it was well, one, I could react to this and I can get fired up and I can address it one-on-one, or I can make my team aware of how bush this guy is and how much that makes us now want to just beat him even more. And that's what I do with it. But yeah, respect out the gate, but then quickly, as quick as respect is given, it's lost. So
absolutely, there should be an initial say you play a game and the other team's they're respectful, because there's some teams, I forget which one it was, but the other players were respectful. There's one kid who fucked up on the let's say the semifinals. A kid had just bad attitude or whatever, but the rest of the team, there's some kids who are okay, that's respect for the game. They'll pick up your catcher's glove or whatever.
Okay, the kid that ran into the catcher.
Yeah. It's just what are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of here.
They're just kids.
Sometimes.
I mean, that kid is probably 16 years old.
That's where it's hard to empathize a little bit. Where you gotta get off your high horse and be this is a shit kid. Get him out of here. Respect the game. It's okay. Sometimes you're fired up.
I don't focus.
Sometimes on that. You do things that are out of character.
When that kid ran to our catcher, what I focused on was the fact that our catcher made the out, bore the brunt of it.
Yep.
And got the ultimate outcome from it, which is an out at home. And
ultimately a victory.
Now they're all fired up coming into me, and I rein in that anger.
Were they wanting to fight or something?
They were all fired up, but I turned that into, we can react or we can act, and we're gonna act. We're not gonna react. We're gonna turn this fucking fired up emotion, anger, into hits and runs, and we're gonna shove some walnuts up their ass.
You guys shoved all the walnuts up all their asses.
That's what we were there for.
Oh my goodness. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. That was so much fun to cover and just be a part of. Can't wait for this upcoming season. It's going to be nice. It's going to be moist.
It's going to be even better.
But Calvie, alas, the moment, the crescendo of this episode, other than off the cuff, which is always, nice cherry on top,
always
little walnut on top. We got ourselves a championship discussion. All right, so what I did, I put some of the name brands out there, the chips. We had a championship bracket, and there's so many chips out there. Part of my questions I have here, part of the discussion is what heavy hitters aren't in here, because not every chip's there. You got notes, and show the people laminated, printed out, and just ready to roll. You don't really get guests like Austin Calvert on here just this prepared, but I allowed people to vote, and I feel like I can empathize with the American government now when it comes. I need to rig everything because these assholes don't know what they want. They chose
it's tough.
Ruffles, sour cream, and cheddar as the best chip, and granted. That is not a terrible chip. In fact, I look forward to it. I really enjoy Ruffles, sour cream, and cheddar chips. Another factor, I don't think I put every heavy hitter in here, like I said before. But out of all this group, I feel like some of the best are there. And I was really wanting people to have their own discussions, because there's so many different kettle chips, so many different Doritos. There's salsa, there's garlic bread flavors. There's so much craziness. I figured this bracket is going to go the way I originally wanted it to be, which is a conversation.
Yep.
Possibly a debate between what should be there. And then we're going to go through and make our own brackets. So I'll have a little page here. The person that I made notes for before you, Ray McIntyre. Shout out to Major League University. Man's doing it.
Not going to be my assistant coach, but he will help out when he has time, he said.
Ray McIntyre was a busy man.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray. Ray McIntyre, he's the truth. He and EMAC are the truth. All right, so we got our championship bracket. Where's my little phone? It's gone. We'll use your bracket. I think I recall the first round quite well enough, sir. It is.
Are you going to go through the bracket as the people chose first, and then?
I recall because
how do you want to do this?
I was abhorred. We'll go through top left to top right down, then we'll just keep going through. And I believe I recall what these idiots.
The people's choice.
I'll say the people's choice.
Think is true, or do you want to do all at the same time?
We'll do We'll go through. We'll do the people's choice, which is obviously wrong every time, and then we'll do our choice, which is obviously what's right. Because it's us. Fuck the people. This is outrageous.
Did what I think America would choose.
We're going to do all three. And I appreciate you. You bring something to the show. Different aspects. You make this multi-layered.
I want to ask you first.
I love it. What we got?
Question for you.
Question for me?
Of all the matchups, what do you think in your bracket was the toughest? Here. Then I can even put this side.
The toughest?
And this is for the people.
For the people, the toughest.
What was the biggest travesty of two you put against each other?
It's tough because out the gate I was trying to put the same brand against itself. So when people went forward, they'd be able to take different brands against each other. I think I am a prisoner to the 1080 by 1080p Instagram format because this deserves 32 teams on each fucking side. But I've put 16. I would say... Man. I guess this is so mainstream. So mainstream. The Doritos is a battle as old as time itself. Doritos versus nacho cheese. That's a very difficult decision, but people make the choice every time. Yeah, the toughest.
That was the biggest travesty
and
on this bracket.
I'm glad we could agree.
You have pizza Pringles on here, but you're going to put nacho cheese and ranch Doritos against each other?
Pringles are...
Oh, my God.
Pringles deserve a seat at the table.
Sure, but...
They're not.
Maybe put pizza Pringles against nacho cheese since you know it's going to lose anyways.
Say the Doritos are like the
sacrificial lamb.
The Doritos are like the Starks and the Pringles are like the Mormons. It's like a lesser nobody gives a fuck house. You offer 64 guys to the war effort. Get the hell out of here, Pringles.
Hey. So that was my question, and that's a travesty. When you had that, I'm like, those are two of the top.
When you're making brackets,
chips.
It's. I guess I could have mixed up a little bit. I guess where I went because there's so many different chips.
I think you should randomize it.
Should have randomized it.
Put these 20 chips into a randomized.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, and the left side of the bracket just shits all over the right side of the bracket.
You think so?
You have nacho cheese, ranch, Pringles, those don't
Pizza
count.
Pringles are good.
French onion sun chips are delicious. Yes. So are garden salsa. Cheetos, both regular, puffy, or all three.
But
delicious.
Not a single kettle chip over here, let's say. Kettle chips on the right side as
matter.
well as...
Sour cream and onion Lay's, regular Lay's. I mean,
okay, so
like
here's the thing.
OG.
Before you go any further, allow me to just totally derail you. I've asked multiple people. I've asked multiple people. Caesar and Ruben Ramirez and Skylar Gertz, I have them on record saying original Lay's is the best. It's the GOAT of Lay's, and I'm like, are you out of your freaking minds? Why would you say such a horrible thing? Do you like flavorlessness?
You know what they like?
What do they like?
The highest grossing chip in the United States. I Googled it.
Did you?
Yep.
It has to be, because they all, like, so many people that I've asked, the majority of people I've asked say original Lay's is the number one. And I'm flabbergasted.
You want to
I'm taken aback.
I'm taken aback.
No, tease me with these things, Calvie.
I wasn't actually going to give it to you.
Let me go piddle real quick. You want a monologue about some chips or something? Take the reins.
Monologue about something.
We're on a forward.
A monologue about something.
We're on our way to Oregon right now. Here, take the reins. I got to piss off the back of the stage.
How many horses do we have on our what? I like the noise you're making. Oh my god, you're good.
That was my horse. Oh, it's good. Look at this guy's hair. Look at his mustache.
Whose mustache?
I don't know.
Oh, and this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, baby. That is Caesar Simple.
Oh,
that's
he's peeing outside, and I'm going to pee outside right after. I'm not actually going to monologue anything. Future Aaron, when you listen to this, this isn't a monologue show. This is a duo show. Dilnay, hello. Sky, hello. Nick, if you made it this far, hello. That's it. Horse is saddled up.
You went inside their horse. You gotta take a piss?
Yeah, I'm gonna pee after.
Alright, please.
I told the tap. Yeah,
You could have had a sword fight. Alright, so right now we got JoJo's Bizarre. What's up? No flamingos. Right now we got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the first season. You got Joseph Joestar, Caesar Semple teaching him the ways of Hamon, and now they're taking on some vampires that are turned by Dio Brando, the son of a bitch, the main antagonist for the first and third seasons. But anyways, this is such a great show. If you guys haven't seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I lament the existence you have been living. Right now I just saw a knife go into somebody's face. Oh no, it's the vampire doing it to himself. Look at it, he just stuffed a knife in his own face. He's a bad man, and he's shirtless. Great boots. This is from like 1800s. This is a great show, Calvie. Great show. If you ever like stoned out of your mind, give it a whirl. Anyways, championCHIP. So we're moving down. We had our discussion about Lay's. Moving down.
Let's go through it. You want to start top left?
Let's go through it. Before that, I mean, really talking about, there's so many different variables before we get into it, because this is going to be solid discussion. Something, should be brought to Congress. Of like, there's dipability, which is where kettle chips come in. Or then there's straight up plain tortilla chips, which is like,
it's not even on here.
They allow themselves, by them, I guess this bracket is calling for chips by themselves, but I guess this is where I wanted discussion to come into play, because they add X factors, say dipability, where you have a tortilla chip, it goes into a 7-layer dip or a salsa or whatever that just amplifies it and takes it over the edge. Like, say a 7-layer dip, you can't put a Dorito nacho cheese chip in there.
Sure you can.
You can, but it's like, that's not what it's meant for. It spits its powder all over the place. I'd say that's reserved for a tortilla chip. Possibly a kettle chip. Kettle chip not only has flavor, has the girth, the strength.
Enough
to withstand.
kettle chip talk.
You're not a kettle chip guy.
No. I want to save. Whatever you're saying is better saved. It's better saved.
Let us cheers.
Give me a good. Oh yeah. wish I was good at that, but I'm not.
I've been trying to limit the F-bombs. Benny and Debbie Gertz listened to the basketball podcast I did, what basketball's impact on my life has been.
They didn't listen to my first one, did they?
I'm pretty sure they've listened to yours.
Yeah.
They've listened to a select few, but I re-listened to it, and I was, not gonna lie, they somewhat crossfaded.
I've said some dumb shit in front
of
Debbie.
Oh, boy. Everybody says things on the top they regret.
No, my biggest regret was at Skylar's gender reveal.
What'd you...
We're not going to get into
off the record.
Let's just do the bracket.
Oh, my God.
Let's just do the bracket.
Oh, my God.
I've never felt like maybe Benny actually had a secondary thought about me.
I would say the guilt Benny Gertz lays, it's a heavy burden. To feel that you have guilt, Benny Gertz guilt, it's tough. But most of the time you talk to him, you're like, okay, you're good. But that assumption of Benny Gertz guilt.
I don't want to think about it.
It's
Let's
tough.
move past that.
Anyways, moving past.
Okay.
Let's talk about chip. You like chips?
I like chips.
You like chips? No, I'm not talking computers, Calvin. I'm talking lunch. I'm talking Super Bowl parties, bowls of chips. I'm talking championCHIP tournaments.
I'm a big chip on a sandwich kind of guy.
Chip on a sandwich. I guess that's where you'd put Original Lay's on, huh? A little crunch.
Oh, just
what kind of sandwich you putting chips on?
Just wait. Turkey.
Turkey. What kind of cheese?
Cheddar.
Mayo?
Absolutely.
Mustard?
Yep.
What kind of bread?
I'm more of a white guy.
White guy? Yar. And mustard.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
mustard.
I was
Maybe
so
spicy mustard if I'm feeling crazy.
I was so plain Jane back in the day. Now I'm just like, put it on. Like, give me some pepperoncinis.
I love pepperoncinis.
Yeah, a little something.
Put a couple tomatoes on it now.
What about whoa. I mean, I like salsa. I like whatever. I'll take away the tomato. Give me some red onions.
I'll put
a
onions
little
too.
sweetness. All right, let's start top left, huh? We got nacho cheese Doritos, and full disclosure, all the best hitters are not here. Like, we're gonna talk about it later. It's all part of the discussion, but this is the bracket as it stands. We have nacho cheese Doritos versus ranch Doritos. Calvie, what you got?
This is a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
I love both. There's nothing better than three. Okay, there's a lot better. A very good snack is 3 ranch Doritos on top of each other into your mouth.
3.
Yeah. But nacho cheese is just the
You
goat.
prefer a flat one or maybe two, like they got curved a little
Flat
bit?
one.
Yeah, flat, original.
Flat, but yeah, it's unfortunate because ranch doesn't deserve the disrespect of being out in the first round.
It's always disrespected. Between the two, it is the ironically redheaded stepchild between the two.
And that just, it is what it is. So
ranch is so good.
So all there really has to be said is it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But ranch.
It's unfortunate, yet also known that nacho
ranch,
cheese is.
You've gotten a walnut.
Yeah. Oh, you gave it a walnut. When you give somebody a walnut, it's like a kiss of death. It's like, it's respect, but you're gonna fucking die.
They're gone.
So
goodbye. Nacho moves on. That's easy.
Nacho moves on. I would say just
that's the easiest choice and the toughest of the two. So the rest are pretty easy.
Do you think ranch would make it? How far would ranch make it against any other opponent?
Let's just bring ranch back into the conversation for the next 3.
Sounds good.
Next 3. We don't have to cloud it, but just next 3.
A little anecdotal diversion. My mama used to. I was a brown bagger kid in elementary school and in high school because mama loved me that much. Brown bag. I would either have a peanut butter and jelly or a bologna and cheese sandwich with mayonnaise. Sometimes I'd eat the bologna and cheese and eat the bread separate because I just love mayonnaise.
That's kind of weird.
Another part would be chips. I would either have Sun Chips, but ranch Doritos in there.
Delicious.
Love ranch Doritos. Then there'd either be a fruit by the foot or a fruit roll-up, followed by one of our brownies.
Nothing makes you feel like a big man in middle school like having a fruit by the foot.
Fruit long. I used to love the purple and red ones, the berry ones. Boom.
And down the middle.
Zzz,
yeah,
like in front of your friends, you have to stand up and flop it down.
Big man.
And I'd either eat it like all the way up, or I'd roll into a ball. Boom. Gushers even. Gushers.
Oh, ball them up.
Boom. And then after that, some double stuffed Oreos, Chips Ahoy, or if my mommy made her own cookies, have her cookies. Or nothing is better than a freaking brownie that's been sitting in your brown bag all day. So when you get to it finally at like 12.30. It's hefty. It weighs your tiny little 10-year-old fucking hand down because it's so thick and fat and just delicious, filled with butter and chocolate chips. Oh, and I got milk. Wow. Oh my God, so much milk. I owe the Brickies so much milk. I would go to Taylor Bricky's house every day.
They're big milk people.
Big milk people. Vitamin D. Screw this digression. Back to the chips. What we got next? We got original Pringles versus pizza Pringles.
Pizza Pringles versus spicy Pringles.
Spicy Pringles.
Let it be known, ranch would be either one of these.
You think so?
Ranch Doritos?
Yes. No, Pringles.
I know.
We agreed
to bring ranch Doritos in any of these.
Yeah, well, Pringles, I feel like just because, they're known, right? They're good. I feel like you offer Pringles to anybody, they'll take it, but it's like, I feel like they're kind of a pity invite to this dance floor, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they shouldn't have been.
They're good.
Shouldn't even been there.
They deserve to be here.
They deserve to be there, but it's just a formality before they lose.
It's pizza Pringles all the way.
Pizza Pringles are delicious. How many would you stack at once?
2, like a duck's beak.
Oh, you flip them upside down.
A duck's beak kind of guy.
Get you some laughs at school. Like, hey, look at me. Look what a silly goose you are.
I would give it a whack, whack.
Like, eat your own beak. It's kind of sick. All right, after that, I believe there's the
French onion
all right,
versus
this one,
garden salsa.
This was my second choice for how tough it is. But between the Dorito
this is a great
tough choice. Dippability with Sun Chips. You don't really think about dipping a Sun Chip.
You don't need to.
You don't need to. Straight up, they're the first ones I had. However, I will bend the knee to cheddar and garden salsa because fuck original. French onion Sun Chips. That's my move. Wow. Love French onion Sun Chips.
I disagree.
Disagree? Are you a garden salsa guy?
I'm a big garden salsa guy.
I like your phone call move right there. I like that a lot.
Switching it up. My wrist is getting a little tired. My neck's kinked. Thanks, Sky.
Hey, can you hear me?
There it comes. What? Roger?
Yep, you there? Yep, Roger.
You have to say over and out or I can't hear you.
Calvie, you hear me over there?
You didn't say over and out.
No, over and out. Oh, shit. No, that's like when you're done with the conversation, though.
Sandwich. You're an idiot.
I'm here.
Garden salsa. You're a garden salsa takes guy. Over French onion.
Right, so
out.
I knew there'd be discrepancies. How do we decide? Should I get a coin to decide?
No, I think it's your show. You can take French onion. I'm not disagreeing that French onion is good. It's good. Mm-hmm. But if I had both in front of me and I wanted to eat for more than 3 minutes of chips, it's garden salsa.
Garden salsa is very good, and at the same, it's tough because I think people can empathize with this. It's one of those choices where you hear the opposite and you're like, I understand.
There's no loss. There's no loss here.
There's really not. I think there's nostalgia playing a part in French onion because that's what my mom used to get. Big French onion guy. So I'll put.
Let's give it to French onion.
You feel give it to French onion?
Yep.
All right. So we got what?
What did the people vote on that one?
I think they went. I think it went garden salsa. I would say it went garden salsa, but
I'm with you guys.
Not that it matters. The people don't know what they want. I know what they want. We got nacho cheese. We got.
Well, here, just let me see the pen because so far we're rock solid on.
We are rock solid.
Calvie's projections here.
Calvie's projections are good. Bringing it out. Ooh.
Don't cheat.
Great job. Where'd you print that out at?
At work.
Yeah. Where else are you supposed to print things out? And inked too. I respect it.
Okay.
I love it. Already got that, and then after that, it's the Battle of the Cheetos.
And this is another travesty. But
are you a puffy guy at all?
I love Cheeto Puffs.
Do you ever do the twisty ones, the spiral twist?
No.
They're so
I
heavy.
love Cheeto Puffs. If I'm going in, I'm not going to ruin anything. It's unfortunate because regular Cheetos are a fucking goat of a chip. Takes me back to childhood.
I don't have regular on here.
Yeah, you do. Regular, right there.
Oh, I do? Okay, sorry.
Regular/puffy. Here's another point. You can't put two flavors of chip against
So here's
chip.
where Skylar and my friend Taylor were upset with me because I fucked them over in the Lay's.
Let's wait till we get into the Lay's category to talk about that. But as good as regular and puffy Cheetos are, there's... Flamin' Hot Cheetos are too fucking good.
Is that your preference, or do you think what other people are preferring?
That's the world's preference.
Yeah? What about yours? Puffy?
Hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos overall?
Yes.
They're too hot, in my opinion.
No.
Too hot?
Extra hot are not even hot. You were talking to the guy who...
It's like Takis.
Big Don, when I was in
Spice
probably
guy.
second grade, would put Tabasco on everything. And I thought, it's my dad. That looks interesting. Let me see that. I passed it over, and he says, lick the cap. And I fucking...
And?
The whole cap. Oh, I stood in the shower with the fucking thing on my mouth. Ever since, nothing's really been all that hot to me. I think I just fucking destroyed
you got
my tongue.
donned.
But no, Flamin' Hot, I don't even think it's close. But, goddamn.
I'm willing to concede that the world prefers Flamin' Hot. But it's like the overall Cheeto experience, which I don't even know if these can even be considered a chip. More of like
it's a chip.
Grease thing.
And I gave you French onion. If you don't proceed Hot Cheeto, I'll leave.
Hot Cheeto.
I'll leave.
I'll go Hot Cheeto.
I'm leaving.
It's hard. That one's another, like, it's a difficult acceptance, at least for me, because, like, I prefer, like, the spiral, like, puffs are so good. Like, regular Cheetos, hard to beat, but,
the people want Hot Cheetos.
People want Hot Cheetos. I will concede to Hot Cheetos.
Okay.
But in honor of the regular Cheetos, I do have a story about Benny Gertz. A little Benny Gertz story. I feel like Benny Gertz is just such a... He's been on the podcast, I think, twice, but his stories, I think, draw a crowd. Everybody loves him. I come home from work one day. It's like in the afternoon, got home early. I walk, this is down the road at Benny and Debbie's house, and I walk in.
Skip, hop, and jump away.
What's up?
Skip, hop, and jump.
Pretty much. That close. And I see my pops on the couch. It looked like he had a really tough day, just laying down on the couch. Empty bag of Cheetos on his chest. Hand laying out, his fingers painted orange. And the dog is just licking his fingers, and he's sitting there watching TV like he doesn't even notice. Just with a defeated, I'm tired, it was a shit day look on his face. Just letting the dog lick little Sammy, our black lab.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Shout out to Sammy.
R.I.P.
I've never seen such a pit of despair.
That is gold.
Oh,
it almost makes me feel like we should pass it on, but we shouldn't.
No. It's Flamin' Hot. It's Flamin' Hot. You'd be a fool. Those are by far the best.
You'd be a flamin' not smart person.
Do you like to spell the word not N-O-T or N-A-U-G-H-T?
More of a N-A-W-T.
Ooh.
Not.
Very good, sir. Would you like a bevy? We got...
Let's get through the first round, and I'll bevy it. Calvie has to drive home.
Yes, he does. I got you. Oh, I got you. I have some.
Or I have to sleep here with no
crumbs
AC.
of chips. I have like jalapeno chips. I have some chips.
Some chips, not sun chips.
No, not sun chips. I was like, too rushed.
It's okay.
Oh my god. Anyways, all right, moving on.
Here's the
I'm
money
a terrible
maker.
host.
Here's the money maker.
If I was a real host, I'd have chips like sprawled out on this table.
You can't be eating chips on a microphone.
It's ASMR, baby. People love that. All right, so we're moving up to the top right. If people are following along at home, we got sour cream and onion / barbecue Lay's versus Lay's Original.
And see, I think the people went sour cream and onion /
Yes,
barbecue.
they did.
But
Why? 'Cause
they
I
are
hate
fucking fools.
Original silly.
There's nothing better. Okay, I lied again. I've said that like 3 times.
Look at you.
There's a lot better. But Lay's Original are just...
Are they the best?
They're the most versatile.
Versatile in what way?
You can dip them. You can put them on a sandwich.
You
You
can
can
dip
eat
a
them by
Lay's
yourself. Yes, you can.
What are you dipping it in?
Salsa. French onion dip.
Whoa, you put... I can do French...
Anything.
I can do French onion. You're not dipping Lay's Original salsa.
Ranch dip. Anything, yes.
Salsa?
Yes.
It would crumble beneath a 7-layer dip.
Well, clearly you've never tried. Well, I didn't say
I've
7-layer dip. Whoa. Don't put 7-layer dip in my mouth, bro.
I would love to put 7-layer dip in your mouth. But I'd feel like at that point you have to have like 6 or 7 to like compliment, like a stack
for
of them.
a 7-layer dip, but not for a salsa.
Salsa.
So listen, shout out Sky here. It is unfair that you did.
They hate me for it.
Stack the team against the OG Lays.
Yeah. Well.
But for the sake of the people, we're passing OG Lays on to the next stage. Unless you overrule it.
I'm not going to overrule it. Like, I did put 2 flavors up against one because I figured Lay's original, they're so plain Jane. It's just salt.
But that's what it's
friedness.
about.
But like, there's so many. I have a honey barbecue.
Think about the 60s.
Bag of
That's all they had. They had tortilla chips.
I'm not
and they
thinking
had
about
originally.
the 60s. I'm thinking about right now
Well,
when I
that's your
have
problem.
all these flavors to me.
That's what all the degenerate kids in the library are doing.
Oh,
They're only
fuck
thinking
those
about
kids.
here and now.
I
not
hope-
what got us here. And Lay's OG got us to all of these.
It's hard to deny. Like, I'll give it up to the world, to whoever. My personal preference. All right, let's get down to it. Sour cream and onion versus barbecue. If you had to choose one.
Barbecue. Just makes me think about days by the pool.
I guess you have to go barbecue. Like, sour cream and onion's so good. Like, what about sour cream and onion ruffles? Those, because you get a little extra crunch in there.
See, I'm going to really piss you off here. I'm more of just an OG ruffle.
Oh my god, that's even worse than OG Lay's.
Have you had an OG ruffle?
Yeah, I've
lately?
had OG
They're
ruffles.
kind of buttery.
Buttery, but like they have
Little
such better flavors. They have
oily.
incredible flavors. It's like, why would you stick with, the bare minimum when you can have so much moss? Sex with Calvie.
Hey, watch out. Watch out.
I'll go. Like, I'm not gonna deny that the OG Lays they're what's moving on.
Okay.
I would say majority of people. And do I dislike them? Not at all. Not at all. They're still a solid chip, a nostalgic chip, and I just feel like Lay's
Packs a
has better
punch that you
flavors.
can't get it from anything else because it has history. And you can't, as much as you factor in dippability and versatility, you gotta factor in history.
History. It's like
And that's what OG.
they're there. Okay,
Lays
so
have. History.
when say I'm at like a food truck or like getting whatever. Say I'm at a deli. Say I'm at Togo's or wherever, and you see the small bags on the rack. I'm like,
I'm
okay,
never
there's
picking
Lay's
OG
original.
Lay's.
Never.
But that's where all the other flavors.
But it's like-
I'm not picking sour cream fucking Lay's or barbecue Lay's over original.
I guess it's like there's something to be said about what chips are paired with. I guess this is standalone.
I know.
You're just having chips
I
by
know.
themselves, but it'd be foolish not to admit
The
that,
only
like,
chip
what
on
you're
here
having it
that
with.
stood alone, technically, is Lay's original.
Oh, perhaps I should have thought this more through.
Also
Like,
has the
championship
highest grossing
tournament
sales
with
every year.
with a sandwich.
Every year.
With a sandwich,
saying.
with a sandwich, with a burger. I don't know. When you're at a Super Bowl party, like, what are you looking forward to? It's certainly not Lay's original. But we're moving on to the next heavy hitters, baby. We got kettle chips jalapeno versus kettle chips. Was it barbecue?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
For
They're
this one,
crunchy.
I can see where you're going to go either way.
You
but
like crunch on this bad boy?
poof.
You
the
like
crunch
kettle
is
chips.
unmatched.
I like the Maui. Getting into the heavy hitters
Oh,
that
the
are here. The
purple
Maui, the
Maui
Maui
barbecue.
onion. I was ridiculed for bringing those and Maui barbecue. I went to my cousin Travis's house. Skylar, Claire Bear. Everybody brought chips and meat or whatever. I brought barbecue and sweet onion Maui.
Well,
jalap-
whoever ridiculed you that is a fucking asshole.
huh?
Whoever ridiculed you that for that is an asshole.
His name is Skylar Gertz.
He's an asshole.
Yes, sir. Shit all over me. Shout out. Disgruntled fist to the air to you.
Shout
Skylar
in,
Gertz.
shout
Shout
in.
in. Just showling.
Yeah, dick.
Bad person. Bad guy.
Wow.
Dad.
Uh,
Father, he is.
so I call Jollies though on this.
Jollies?
The Jolly Peno.
Jalapenos, they are good. They are what I went with in college at a place called the Sandwich Spot.
Wow.
Tremendous sandwiches, Dutch crunch bread. Wow, indeed. You always get
Wow.
like a pink lemonade there, but always with, if it's not kettle chip brand, whatever jalapeno, like spicy jalapeno kettle chips there.
You're also grabbing.
Huh?
That's what I'm grabbing at a sandwich shop.
And the bags are thicker too, just like the chips. They're better. I'm not getting this cheap foil from fucking Lay's. Thick. How many lowercase C's you putting behind that thick
3.
chip? 3? I can take 3. It's a good 3.
No. You can take 3.
I like those. But here's the thing I want to... Keep going. How long can you go? Keep going. But there is a dippability on kettle chips that is unparalleled. They're strong.
Sure.
Strong. What about a regular kettle chip? Say sea salt. No vinegar. Not really sure why people enjoy vinegar on their chips.
I love vinegar.
Oh.
They're dipping. I will say that's, to me, like you're saying kettle chips are dippable, but you're not acknowledging a Ruffles dippability.
We haven't got there yet.
There's no... Oh, there are Ruffles down there.
There are,
but you don't have original Ruffles on here, which is kind of weird.
No, well, it's like that's the conundrum of, like, this bracket would be enormous if we put every chip on here. Which, so I mean, not to say it doesn't deserve it, but we only
What are you going for, barbecue or Jollies?
I'll go jalapeno. It's a shame that barbecue's not making it further in this bracket in any flavor or any brand, but everybody has love for barbecue.
Yeah.
Let it be known.
It's good.
It's
just not great.
Difference between first and second place.
Yep.
Anyways, so we in agreement. Jalapeno.
Yep. Jolly
good. What we got next?
Honey barbecue twist Fritos.
Oh,
chili cheese Fritos.
I feel like I fucked up on this.
And see, this is a weird one because
the twist should be. I feel like there needs to be a separate bracket where there's like Cheetos, Cheez-Its, honey barbecue twist, and other kind of glob-like crackers that aren't really chips. The twist was kind of like I think a cheap shot on my end because they're my favorite. There's like chili cheese Fritos, which are good. You got the big Fritos, which are meant for fucking the scoops for the French onion dip. It's hard to not get off on French onion dip with thick, fat Fritos. Thick. And then, not to mention the original Fritos, you got the small ones, which I'm not really a big fan of. I'm a fan of big scoops. But you put those small Fritos in some shepherd's pie in the middle of winter.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever had that?
No.
It's chili, it's sour cream, shredded cheddar cheese, and you put Fritos in there for a little crunch, and you just scoop that up in a fucking bowl.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, my God. It's one of those things, you pull the spoon up, you put it to your mouth, but then you got to wipe your chin because the cheese is still grabbing on. Like, get out of there, you little rascals. Woo! So good. But anyways.
So what are you giving it to? I'm
the twist.
Fly this one solo.
Twist. I'm going twist. Going twist all day. That
Absolutely.
was like a fat choice of mine back in high school. So amazing, delicious. I would eat it.
That's the type of chip that you eat it and then you lick your fingers. Yep.
I'm licking it. Chili cheese Fritos. Really warm place in my heart for chili cheese Fritos. But between the two, Sophie's choice. Honey barbecue twists. Barbecue's got to get some love in this shit.
Agree.
Oh, send the barbecue. Have you had them before?
Oh, have I fucking had them. Winter store break.
What's the other one? Oh, my God. Oh, what was your go-to winter store break? So, people that don't know, I figured there's nobody out of state or out of town listening to this show, but hopefully there are. At Winters High School, we get off-campus break, which is, 15 minutes, and then lunch in the winter store and or Pisani's. It's right there. And you can all the different chips and junk food and junk drinks are there at your fingertips.
Not even.
A block, like a hop away.
50 yards from the campus.
50-yarder. A Calvie pop pass. You got a fucking cannon on you. What's your go-to at lunch and or break time?
Was probably, this is going to be weird because this is nowhere on. I put my top 3 on here. It's nowhere near it. Flamin' Hot Puffs.
Flamin' Hot Puffs?
Sheesh. Flamin' Hot Puffs are...
Those are fantastic. What are you washing it down with?
Nothing. Maybe a fucking
Nothing?
Arizona iced tea, but really just
or a
puffs.
dip?
Just puffs. No, I didn't dip in high school, really.
Not a boy.
That's more of a brand the case kind of thing.
I just couldn't understand how many, because I had... I guess like a snack for that time, but like so many classmates of mine, they'd always go out. They're always going to Verduzco, always going to Pisani's, always going to Winter Store, always going to Country Kitchen.
Back in the day.
But like it is cheap, but I'm like, I'm not asking my parents for money or anything for all this shit. Like, where y'all getting all this money to eat out every single day?
$5 goes a long way back in the day. Two 250s.
Sheesh. You get your burrito at Verduzco. You get your drink elsewhere. They started charging $1.50 for their bottles.
Jarritos.
Mandarin, orange. Don't say tutti frutti.
No.
Limon.
My favorite, strawberry.
Strawberry.
Fresa.
Never really gave it the time of day.
Fresa.
I'm not gonna deal with bottom dwelling flavors. I deal with the best. Orange and limon.
Seem like a fruit punch kind of guy.
Not even close, but not even. Moving on. So we got honey barbecue twists. Now we come down to the Ruffles.
Yep, and this is the people's champ.
And what do we have down there?
I feel like you never should have put barbecue Ruffles on here. Is that even a real thing?
I've never seen barbecue Ruffles.
They gotta be. I think they are. Barbecue versus sour cream and cheddar.
Googled barbecue Ruffles?
No, but my phone's already over there recording us. Oh, you got a phone! Come on now. There's definitely barbecue Ruffles.
This just shows bad matchup. I don't know.
It is a bad matchup.
We're in goddamn bumfuck Egypt.
We are in bumfuck Egypt.
Don't have service.
Screw it.
It's not even close. Cheddar sour.
Yeah, it is not even
the
close.
people's champ.
Well, I mean, sour cream and onion. I know there's sour cream and onion Ruffles. Those are tremendous.
Yeah, they're better than barbecue Ruffles.
I mean,
OG Ruffles.
I feel like the Ruffles, sometimes you get like such a large chip that
I love it.
Not all the flavor cover the entire chip, you know?
That's why you see the OGs and you just
eat it all. Now, at the end of the day, I'm going to eat a million more of these, so it's like, what's the big deal? What's the BFD?
That's the great thing about Ruffles. You can eat 100 of them.
To the second round, Calvie. I don't know why I poured you that. I offered
Have you ever
beer
played Charlie McDennis?
I watched that episode the other day on Hulu. No Charty. I do have wine over there, though.
All right, so for the uneducated folk that can't follow along,
Uneducated.
we have in the second round nacho cheese Doritos versus
Pizza Pringles.
pizza Pringles.
Garden salsa.
No.
Oh, we went French onion.
French onion. That was a concession.
Ooh, I'm gonna be a pain in the ass on this next
versus
contention.
hot Cheetos.
I gotta be a pain in the ass.
Then we have OG Lay's for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Jolly kettle chips, obviously. Twists versus the people's champ cheddar sour cream Ruffles.
What does your American side say? Or did you want to go over that one later? You want to compare as we go on?
Let's work through this and then I'll give you what I think.
All right, let's get to the championship. And
also,
then we'll go
did
through.
you mean to misspell tournament?
No, I didn't. I actually called myself out on the second one. I sent you a draft that it's T-U-O-R. What an idiot.
Tournament.
Tournament. And then I called myself out, and like from the second round on, I spelled it correctly. But yeah, did not mean that. Just
I like it.
Somebody doesn't know how to spell.
Bang! That's the kind of thing you have to do to draw people in.
Draw people like, what an idiot. This guy writes for the paper. That's what you got editors for.
Proofreading.
Yes, sir.
Sandwich, take it away. Nacho cheese Doritos versus pizza Pringles.
It'd be a stretch to say pizza Pringles. Any Pringles better than Dorito product? Come on now. It's nacho cheese. It's
not
nacho
close.
cheese. Nacho cheese.
It's not Joe's.
Perhaps. Not mine.
Joe's.
Not mine. Perhaps this is mismanaged bracketeering of like trying to see what's fair. But I mean, a lot of times some bracketeering is not fair. Where some powerhouse goes up against a weak dick, but I mean, look at March Madness. There's no rhyme or reason. You just get paired up and the crazy shit happens. So yeah. I try my best to.
Is crazy shit happening right now?
No, nacho cheese.
No.
No. Like I don't give a shit. No. Okay. Gonzaga wins.
Nachos on to the quarterfinals.
Nachos on the quarterfinals. For this next one though, I'm gonna die on this hill. Sour French onion sun chips over like the spiciness. Like you're in pain. It leaves too much on your fingers. I don't like licking my fingers after flaming hot nachos. The French onion, that goes well with any sandwich. It goes well with so much. And when you lick your fingers afterwards with that nice little powder, you're just delighted. It's a nice green bag, green and yellow, and you smell it. It's a different kind of smell. It is a chip unlike any other. It's wavy. It's perfect. It's French onion sun chips.
How many French onion sun chips commercials do you remember?
They don't need it. How many sun chip commercials in general do you remember?
That's my point. When you see Chester,
they didn't need it.
When you see Chester the cheetah,
they're thirsty.
You know what's coming, right?
Hear me out. Hear me out on this. I hear what you're saying. There's a bigger marketing campaign. There's more of a cultural relevance with Chester cheetah. What about a chip that is so good it doesn't even need to advertise? What if they're like, you know what, here's our product.
I think that's poor marketing.
They should.
If they're that good, what more would just a little bit of marketing
here's the saying.
do?
If you're great, Do you need to tell people you're great, or do people tell you you're great?
I mean, Michael Jordan told everybody he was great.
He didn't tell buddy shit. He doesn't have.
He literally said he was the GOAT many times.
He doesn't have chosen one tattooed on his body, unlike LeBron James, who is an inferior
we're not talking
specimen.
about LeBron.
Oh, we're talking about MJ.
We're not talking about LeBron, the French onion sun chip, right now. We're talking about Michael Jordan, the fucking hot Cheeto.
Oh, get out of here!
Okay,
just because he's a bull.
So listen,
just because he's a bull.
Hot Cheetos is not even. It's not even in the same ball game with French onion sun chips. It's just not.
Yeah, because French onion is just that much further ahead.
No.
What puts the hot Cheetos ahead? What puts them ahead?
Everything.
Everything.
You go into fucking 7-Eleven, you're gonna get French onion sun chips over hot Cheetos.
Yes.
When you're drunk, hot Cheetos are amazing. When you're sober, hot Cheetos are amazing. You're telling me you've never put hot Cheetos on a sandwich?
I would never disrespect a sandwich.
See, you haven't even explored the possibilities.
You're asking me if I want to try heroin for the first time. I'd rather stick to the nice weed that I know is.
I would be asking if you want to try heroin for the second time.
That's why you call dirty.
No, we're gonna. I mean, we can't even continue on with the bottom side of the bracket at this point because
looks like you went hot. Looks like you went hot.
I have obviously went hot.
I guess I'll go. All right, I'll make two statements. I'll concede that the world probably believes Flamin' Hot Cheetos are better. However, if I were to pick, because usually I do these things on my own, but this is why I have a guest on. If I were to choose the best chip out of this entire bracket, it is French onion sun chips. That's my GOAT. That is my go-to. There's nothing that will make me more excited or harder or more aroused to have a chip other than French onion sun chips. Stand alone.
In that case, French onion onto the quarters.
Hey,
French onion onto the quarters.
That was just my call. But
nope.
Hot Cheetos.
This isn't the Trial in Austin podcast.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh my God.
So
you're making me
burn it.
You're making me drunk with
we
power.
will burn it all down. And French onion moves on to the quarters, which now relieves me to admit that I had Hot Cheeto winning this entire bracket. The entire bracket.
Oh my, well, all right,
in a landslide.
All right, hold on.
In a landslide.
Here's what's going to happen, though. I'm going to go French onion all the way against anybody else.
Well, we'll find out. I've conceded once.
You've conceded?
I haven't proved my point, and I'll move past it.
Why do you think... All right, we'll at least give Hot Cheetos its due. What about Flamin' Hot Cheetos... Everybody goes crazy for it. Everybody in high school gets it. When you're absolutely right. When you're going to the winter store, I want to say 9 out of 10 kids are walking out with bags of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Didn't see any other kids with French onion. It is Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
It's the perfect balance of spice, crunch, finger lickability that gets you.
Is that a factor for you? Finger lickability?
Yes. I'm not a savage. I'm not licking my fingers.
You ever wiping it on the side of your jeans?
Absolutely not.
No, you're licking it.
I would never do that. I would wet a paper towel and I would clean my fingers off before I wiped them on my pants, but after I licked them.
What about Flamin' Hot Lime?
Oh, you're talking about Doritos right now.
No. There's Flamin' Hot Cheetos with like a lime.
Oh, limon.
Limon.
Come on,
Lo siento.
Those are fantastic too, but there's nothing like the OG Hot Cheetos. In my opinion, there's nothing better.
Those are your goat to win.
That took it all.
Over any Dorito. Say there's like Dorito salsa. There's Dorito salsa. There's Doritos super hot. There's not.
I'll give you my top 3 at the end.
Okay, we'll wait till the end, then we'll give like our unsung heroes.
So
very good. All right,
for the people. French onion sun chips
onion
into the quarters.
Oh my God, the people listening to this
against nacho cheese.
I think people
Doritos
are smashing their heads against the windows of their car listening to this right now.
Well, they should be.
Yeah, good.
They should be.
This is the tap. You should be upset. You're listening to the
tap. So now we have OG Lay's, which was a concession on your part.
A concession.
But you also had Team 2 up against 1. But
I did. That was unfair.
We're not going to go
there.
But
that's
again.
what
versus Jollies. I'll take this one because it's a no-brainer.
Against what? Jollies?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jollies. It's not even close.
Also, give me a rant. Give me a little something. What makes jalapeno kettle chips better than original Lay's?
They have this. They have a spice. They have the crunch. They have the durability. They got the thick bag. I think there's more chips in the bag.
Oh, by far.
My opinion.
By far. It takes, like, heft. Like, how many Lay's original chips to one kettle chip?
3.
10?
Maybe 4.
5?
Probably 5.
What about people that are like, oh, jalapeno's too hot, it's too spicy for me, my palate can't handle it? What do you say to those people?
Fuck them.
Hark, you sexy scoundrels. That is the end of part 2 of 3 of the Calvie Chronicles. I know you're thirsty. I know you want some more. And I'm going to give you a big old drink in an hour and 20 minute... Fuck it. I'm already recording. I'm not going to stop. An hour and 20 minute... goodness gracious, what would you call it? Tri-part episode finale. Yeah, that's it. That's fucking nice. All right, so that's it. Get out of here. Go live your life. Wait till next week. It's going to be great. My taquitos are done.
You lose! Good day, sir!